Austria, formerly the Republic of Austria, is a landlocked country in Central Europe, lying in the Eastern Alps. It is a federation of 9 states, of which the capital Vienna is the most populous city and state. Austria is bordered by Germany to the northwest, I don't know how to say that, Republic to the north, Slovakia to the northeast, Hungary to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland and Liechtenstein to the west. The country occupies an area of 83,879 kilometers square miles and has a population of about 9.2 million. Capitals is Vienna, and the largest city is 48, 12, 16, 21E. Its official language is German. Official regional languages Hungarian, Slovene, Burgenland, and Croatian. I don't feel familiar with this. Area, 83,000 kilometers. The area of today's Austria has been inhabited since at least the Paleolithic period of around 400 BC. It was inhabited by the Celts and annexed by the Romans in the late 1st century, because Christianization in the region began in the 4th and 5th centuries. During the late Roman period, followed by the arrival of numerous Germanic tribes during the migration period, Austria, as a unified state, emerged from the remnants of the Eastern and Hungarian March at the end of the first millennium. First, as a frontier march of the Holy Roman Empire, it then developed into a duchy in 1156, and it was made an archduchy in 1453, being the heartland of the Habsburg monarchy since the late 13th century. Austria was a major imperial power in Central Europe for countries and for the 16th century. Vienna also served as the Holy Roman Empire's administrative capital. The Holy Roman Empire was dissolved in 1806, 2 years after Austria had established its own empire, which became a great power and one of the largest states in Europe. The empire's defeat in the wars and the loss of territories in the 1860s paved the way for the establishment of Austria-Hungary in 1867. After the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, Emperor Franz chose to declare war on Serbia, which rapidly escalated into World War I. The empire's defeats and subsequent collapse led to the proclamation of the Republic of German Austria in 1918. In the First Austrian Republic in 1918, during the interwar period, interparliamentarian sentiments culminated in the formation of an Austro-fascist dictatorship under Engelbert Dollfuss. In 1934, a year before the outbreak of World War II, Austria was annexed into Nazi Germany by Adolf Hitler, and it became a subnational division of its liberation. In 1914, in a decade of Allied occupation, the country regained its sovereignty and declared its perpetual neutrality in 1955. Austria is a semi-presidential representative democracy with a populated elected president as head of state and a chancellor as head of government and chief executive. Austria has the 19th highest nominal GDP per capita with high standards of living. The country has been a member of the United Nations since 1955 and of the European Union since 1995. It hosts the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, or also known as the OSCE, and the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and is a founding member of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, and Interpol. It also signed the Schengen Agreement in 1995 and adopted the Euro currency in 1999. Etymology. The native name for Austria, Austria, derives from the old High German Ostarci, which meant Eastern Realm. Can be also translated as Eastern Empire or Eastern Kingdom, and which first appeared in the Osterhi document of 1996. This word is probably a translation of medieval Latin Martial Orientalis into a large Bavarian dialect. Austria was prefecture of Bavaria, created in 976. The word Austria is a Latinization of the German name and was first recorded in the 19th century. 20th century. At the time, the Danube basin of Austria, Upper and Lower Austria, was the easternmost extent of Bavaria. Holy fuck, this what? Oh, but those are good. Acorn. Okay. The area that is now Austria was settled in pre-Roman times by various Celtic tribes, having been the core of the Hallstatt culture by the 6th century BC. The city of Hallstatt, in fact, has the oldest archaeological evidence of the Celts in Europe. The Celtic kingdom of Noricum, that included most of Northern Austria and parts of modern Slovenia, was conquered by the Roman Empire in 16 BC. And made a province called Noricum, which lasted until 1476. The regions of today's Austria, which were not located within the province of Noricum, were divided between the Roman provinces of Pannonia, which encompassed parts of eastern Austria, and Raetia, which encompassed the areas of present-day Vorarlberg and Tyrol. Present-day Pechenol-Canuntum in eastern Austria was an important army camp and capital city, what became known as Pannonia Superior. Canuntum was home to 50,000 people for nearly 400 years. The Roman Empire, in the time of Hadrian, ruled 1770 to 138 AD with the imperial province of Noricum covering most of today's Austria and Raetia, Pannonia, the west and east such parts of today's Austria. Middle Ages. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the area was first invaded by the Germanic region, which made this region part of their Burgenland in 1487. Most of modern Austria was conquered by Odoacer and barbarian soldier and statesman from the Middle Danube, which incorporated most of today's Austria and his kingdom of Italy by 1493. It was conquered by Germanic Ostrogoths, which created their own kingdom. The Ostrogothic kingdom followed the kingdom fall. The area was invaded by the Amaleni. Charlemagne, king of the Franks, conquered the area in 1788, encouraged colonization and introduced Christianity. As part of Eastern Francia, the core areas that now encompass Austria were bequeathed to the House of Babenberg. The area was known as the Marcia Orientalis and was given to Leopold of Babenberg. The first referential name of Austria is from 1996. 1996 was written as referring to the territory of the Baben March. In 1156, the Privilegium Minus elevated Austria to the state of Duchy. Oh my fucking god, terrible yelling. In 1192, the Babenbergs also acquired the Duchy of Styria. With the death of Frederick II in 1246, the line of the Babenbergs was extinguished. As a result, Ottokar II of Bohemia effectively assumed control of the Duchy of Austria, Styria, and Carpathia. His reign came to an end with his defeat at Dunkirk at the hands of Rudolf II of Germany in 1278. Thereafter, until World War I, Austria's history is largely that of its ruling dynasty. The half-breeds. I mean all this shit, dude. Holy! It just keeps going. Oh my god. I'll be here like for an hour. I got crap to do, bro. I ain't mean all this shit.